Who the hell gives a shit? I noticed on the last one it sounded weird when that came through because it's playing it here, but then it captured it again on the mic, and you could hear when I turned on the mic it sounded funny.
Yes, it did.
Oh well.
So don't do it anymore.
I won't. But
Good.
now I can turn up the volume.
Pump up
now that
the volume.
That's over, and put this in the background for a little while, and now we just have to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about.
Yeah, see,
Episode 5.
I forgot.
Oh
about
wait,
that
I have
stuff.
I have my card here with the informations to read. Yes, the mtshow.podbean.com.
Go there.
Twitter at official MT Show.
Go there too.
YouTube official MT Show.
Good stuff.
Facebook the People's MT Show.
Plural.
Yes.
More
Peoples.
than one.
The Peoples. Not just one people.
Not one people.
Many
Maybe
people.
2 peoples.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, show's over.
This show's over. Game over, man. Now, this is the point where you freeze up, once the microphones are on and you're just getting started, don't know what to do.
A bit of news about our upcoming guest.
Oh, we do,
that
actually.
we haven't mentioned.
Yeah. And we don't know exactly when he'll be on, though.
Yeah, we got to get our stuff together here.
He'll probably be on. I talked to him again today, as I was telling you before we started the show, that we will have Justin Keir, the current drummer of OTEP, OTEP, on our show sometime next week to come in and talk about his life and career and
bowel movements.
And his bowel movements. And he's going to post them, #MTBoobs. You thought I'd forgot about that.
Yeah, I wished you would have. Damn it.
It's still just the one there. I don't know if it'll ever take off, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah. I don't think it will, but hey, you can try.
Yeah, so he'll be on the show. That'll be fun. We have a drum set in the studio. The studio.
It's mine.
Because this is a studio.
It's mine.
This little 4 walls.
Yes, the 4-walled world.
And so he'll probably end up playing the drums a little bit, showcase his thing,
I doubt it.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Maybe he'll jump on the guitar, I'll jump on the guitar or bass, and he'll jump on the drums since, that's what he plays.
We could do that.
And,
or we can make him play guitar and laugh.
Yeah. We'll all play on whatever we're least good at. Whatever we can't do. At all.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
What would you like to talk about today?
I don't know. You had the list.
A list?
Yeah, you did. You had things you were talking about, and I
don't have a list.
I don't either.
Well, let's just pretend we're not in front of the microphones then.
I don't have anything to say to you. That's the only reason I am talking is because of microphones.
Oh, man.
Okay, how about 80 miles an hour? Because that is fucking amazing to me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm going to preface it by saying that I understand what it's like to be really fucking high.
How do you know they were?
Really stoned.
How do you know they were really, really? Maybe just a little bit.
Well,
then it doesn't work.
Having experienced it and not falling asleep in the first 5 minutes.
Fuck you.
I can see myself doing that. I absolutely can.
I'm sorry.
I told you about the pizza guy. I tried to pay him. I couldn't do it. I no way.
So he took you for all that you were worth.
Probably. I think I gave him a $20 tip.
Yeah.
For a $30 bill. I think I got robbed. I had a girlfriend giving me, handing me the money when I was at the door because I forgot to take it with me when I got up off the couch. And then he was there.
Peeled yourself off.
He was there
the
at
cushions.
Yeah, exactly. And he was there at the screen door, and I signed because I paid for credit card over phone with for the rest of the bill, and then we were gonna do cash tip, and all we had was a 20, so I had to have him break it, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was lost. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just wanted to run for my life and hide in a dark corner.
You couldn't tip on the sign receipt thing?
I think I wanted to give him money, and I already decided to do that. So at that point, backing out was impossible. There was no backing out.
Too much work.
Once I made up my mind, there's no changing it, because then it's even worse. You have to just go with what you committed to, and that's the end of it. It's bizarre. It really is.
It is.
Because you start to think, like that kid that came from the dentist. Is this gonna last forever thing? Especially when you're eating edibles, because that shit lasts 2, 3, 4 times as long. Sometimes you wake up the next day, it's 24 hours later, and you still feel like you're high.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. If you're traveling at 80 miles an hour...
See, I'm not high, though, so I'm all over it.
He said 1.5 minutes. Among other things.
Yeah.
Oh, I think 8 hours. Maybe 10. I don't think they have any fucking clue.
All right, we'll pull this up. Here we go. I know the video.
Oh, my God.
If you're going 80 miles per hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
8 miles?
80 miles. And you're going 80 miles per hour. How long does it take?
8 miles, right?
It take what?
No, he said
Dude,
80.
the guy asking the question is ripping off a joint this whole video. You hear that, right?
You go 80 miles? What was that? Okay. What you say?
I say 10 hours.
You say 10 hours?
10 hours
You're going
to go 80 miles. 80 miles an hour.
6 hours. Could be 6 hours.
That's high, dude. That's really high. It's painful.
It can't be no 80.
That's America's finest right there.
It's a tricky question?
Yes.
It's a tricky
So you're going 80
question.
miles per hour. How long does it take to go 80 miles?
Don't fuck with me.
80
It's
miles per
too
hour.
tricky.
Why?
It take 1 hour.
No problem.
No? How
See,
long it take?
he had it, but then he didn't have it.
Well, I'm just saying I understand. That's all.
I'm sorry that you understand, 'cause that's bad.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
what it does sometimes. That's what happens. And not everyone's that way. Some people are totally functional, and maybe it depends on what you're getting. But for me, holy shit. I'd lose my goddamn mind. I'm in another world. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
I won't ask you any questions, tricky questions. Believe me.
Yep. I don't want to hear it. I think I need another beer, actually.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. You're right there.
I don't. Maybe when I
18
do.
million likes. Over 18 million. I fucking love science. That is a cool concept. You don't worry about the language, and it seems to be a really nice hook for them.
It's quite a few
It's
likes.
definitely working. Over 18 million.
They do have some interesting things on there.
Yeah.
So maybe that helps too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of interesting shit.
I wonder.
Like the lady who left her contacts in for so long that it destroyed her eyes. Remember that one?
Yes, it ate.
They
They ate,
disgusting.
and it was good.
Ooh, eradicating ants with molten aluminum.
I've seen that, and that's really friggin' nifty.
I've never seen it.
You got to see when they dig it out of the ground.
Oh, is it not a video?
It's-
Oh, there is a video.
Yes, it's bitchin'. When they
wanna see
they
it.
pull it out of the ground, it's very fancy.
Oh, God damn it! I should be posting all this on Twitter so it does both. I keep
Yes, you
forgetting.
should post it.
Not that you're helping.
I don't help with anything.
Where's the video? Come on. Come on.
There it is. Go down. Yeah, all right.
Yay.
It's very fancy. I'm telling you. I've seen it a while back, and it was neat. See, anthill art.
Cool.
Now watch this. You have to watch it.
I want to watch.
You want to. He's pouring aluminium. in the
Aluminium?
anthole. Yes.
Let me type in my password here.
You just screwed it.
Oh, it chose the wrong one.
See?
That's
He
not my
was pouring
fault.
it in.
It's not my I was over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could
too
we could
bad.
do this. No, because I'm signed in now, so we're good to go.
Okay, good.
All done. All done. I'm watching the video.
Nope, that one's mine. I get the last hoe garden.
Okay.
What do you want?
I want the leffa or whatever it is.
Okay, there's more than one of those. You can have that.
Thanks. You start hashtagging these to get a little bit more exposure.
Okay.
Whoa.
And the ants are going, holy shit!
There's a lot of stuff because it's been a while since we did this. It's almost been a week. We did 4 podcasts really quickly, and then we stopped because a lot of shit.
Jerk
and then-
off.
Because of me.
Now
See,
watch
this is-
this. It's bubbling. See, it's hot. The ground is going, wow, it's like lava.
Hot lava.
Yes, hat lava. A lavatory.
Turd hat.
Turd hats. Turd hats? Now watch, see, they're digging with a fancy little garden shovel.
Weird.
Now he's digging with a spade.
Is it? Looks like a shovel.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Trowel, right? Or what's that?
A shovel.
That's
we
probably
don't know
a
our
new...
gardening tools, apparently.
Yes, green thumbs.
My thumbs are brown. Yuck. Get your thumb out of your ass. It's better than your head, I guess.
So, okay, you do that, and then you got to get all the dirt out of the nooks and
so
crannies. So what do you do,
watch
like power wash it or what?
something like that. I think they hosed it. I don't know. I
Power
don't think they
wash.
went crazy. I don't remember. It's been a year or more since I've seen this, so I just remember it was fanciful.
Huh. Yeah, the thing, too, is you don't have to get aluminum very hot to melt it, so this would be something that'd be fun to do at home.
Yes. Yes.
And have a piece of art on the coffee table.
It could be the base of your coffee table.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at that.
true.
Holy moly.
That's a fucking network right there.
That's really neat.
It's pretty
I must
crazy.
say.
Pretty
I
fucking
must admit.
crazy. Endeavorous little bastards. Damn.
And they probably sell it for $5,000 and people buy it and then for
Well.
pouring aluminium in a hole.
They put it on a nice little stand.
Yeah.
That easily multiplies the price by 100.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's fancy. I like it. So there's that. That's cool.
Yep, there's that.
I love science a little bit, I guess.
A little bit. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Nerd.
Oh, man. Imagine the money that they're making just on their merchandising alone.
Yes. Could be. I wonder if it's a conglomerate or if it's just a guy finding stuff and posting it.
I don't know. Well, at the very least, once you start making this kind of money, you probably get a couple people to come in and take over for you and tell them this is what you want so that you don't have to do it anymore.
It very well could be the case in this
Because if you're making
situation.
money, you want to spend the money, you want to go out and have fun. You don't want to sit there slaving away doing all
Yes.
this.
Then I guess they don't
But-
fucking love science enough. He loves the money that comes from I fucking love science, and that's it.
Well,
Law.
effectively, science is still paying for his lifestyle.
Tuition?
So, his tuition. Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Are there any fancy new things since last week that we need to
Fancy.
mull over and
The walking fish.
Ponder.
How cool.
and discuss?
Like what?
I don't know. It's been, like you say, it's been a week pretty much. So
Yeah.
a week is a long
don't know.
time in a day in the life.
I don't know. Well, I mean, nothing I haven't already told you, I guess, but, you know, the
sure?
whole thing with the 8-string guitar that I ordered from that ass hat on eBay who sent me the
Was that
wrong
his screen
fucking
name?
one. Yeah, it is.
Ass hats are us. We sell the wrong guitars
I
to
bet
the
someone
right
out
people.
there sells an ass hat. I bet they do. I'm going to go find one.
Oh my god.
Buy.
So you sent the
Ass
guitar back and
hat.
you're not going to get the right one
Well, that's not really what I was thinking.
because they listed it differently.
There's an ass hat. It's not quite real, but it's like a concept, I guess.
Yeah, it's, that's
The guy's got his head straight up
Lame.
his ass. I know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Looks like stupid ass Warcraft.
Stupid ass. Why is it stupid?
I don't know. Because I knew it would get to you if I said it like that. What? It's an ass hat. That's funny. I like that.
What?
What the
Ass
hell?
hats go in the band bucket. Oh. That's so stupid.
Yeah, most of these things are.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, the 8-string guitar.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I want
is
to
that?
play it.
I do too.
I want to play with it.
Well, the thing is, they're not going to do shit for me, apparently, because somehow I'm the asshole. They fucked everything up. That
Ass hats are you?
yeah, they're not going to do shit for me until they get it back and then make their decision. Then
Okay. well,
nothing. Does that make sense to you? Is that what a business is supposed to do?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. That's how they make money.
Apparently. Well, I mean, if you want to be a corporation like, I'm not going to name any names, but
Okay. You don't have to.
corporation says
I
it all
won't hold
anyway.
you to it. I said I won't hold you to it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay.
I okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So there.
So there's that.
So you used an alternative source to find this guitar.
Mm-hmm.
When are you supposed to get it? Do you have any idea?
No, because they haven't updated the tracking yet.
Oh, that I see. Well, did you have any idea when you ordered it? Did they give you an estimated?
No,
ETA?
it just says 5 to 6 days from when you order it, but I have a feeling it's
I
going
guess
to
it'd
take
be
longer.
an estimated TA, huh? Like tits and ass.
Because they printed out I ordered it yesterday, printed out the shipping label today, but it still hasn't been scanned, so there's no
There's no
movement.
tracking information.
Yeah, they probably didn't pick it up or give it to them, so they'll probably end up shipping it out Monday, which will add another day. So maybe by Friday if I'm lucky. I'm kind of doubting it though.
Where's it coming from?
Boston.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever see that mayor, by the way, that we were talking about? I think a little bit on one of our
Mayor
last
one? No.
episodes. The tongue-tied Boston mayor.
Bill Mayer?
Menino, I think his name is.
John Mayer? I didn't see that mayor.
Classic mumbles. I
Classic.
thought I had it
Great
bad.
weekend for the city. I mean, just think about the game at Foxborough State with Tebow's, doing those phenomenons in football right now.
Phenomenons?
Most favorite player that I saw Brady recently. But we have Tom Brady, who's true and has that veteran's technique of how to get through these difficult games. The last game we had, what Brady did, I mean, Brady has those wide receivers out there, Grabowski, Hernandez, Wes Weckler. I mean, he has them all.
That's
If they
nothing.
offer Colorado beer, what would we offer? Chowder, beef lobster, baked beans? Sam Adams.
Well, Sam Adams or Harpoon. We have the best. I mean, Colorado beer hasn't made it to the East yet. I mean, Sam Adams has made it to the West. And
It's not really the
Harpoon's out there, but,
best example.
Colorado rock. Well, I stayed up too late last night. I think it's great. I mean, we're going to go to the next game Friday or Thursday night, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it just shows you, just because you got a few gray hairs doesn't mean you're over the hill. You still got a lot of energy.
What is it about these Boston teams? They're always trying to, drive us around the bend, make us hang over the cliff.
Well, that's the way we are. I mean, we have what the Celtics have is really they have a lot of
Who
experience.
is this? Mayor
great
who?
talent on
I
that
think
team.
he's-
That mixture of
Menino?
their
Yeah.
bench they have,
I think he's now the
with
former mayor.
Oh.
the top four they have, and start with them. And,
There's some really
go from
bad
there.
ones, though.
Yep.
I want to see some good ones.
You want to see good ones or bad ones?
Yeah, good bad ones.
And the ugly ones. Yeah.
Or maybe we should check out
I
the
got it. I thought it was funny.
the mayor of
Fine.
Toronto. Not funny.
I try. Sometimes.
Rob Ford. That's the guy.
Fjord?
I guess, yeah, Fjord. Holy shit. 20 24 minutes. That's a lot of shit. I wanted something a little bit more compact.
It's a compilation, though.
Yeah, but that's a lot of
It's
fucking...
compiling
Jesus.
the greatest moments.
Okay, here's
in his career.
one example.
I can't
I've had
hear it.
enough. That's why I warned you guys yesterday. Be careful what you wrote.
Fucking mayor.
Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. And the next thing I want to call Mayor Britannia in Hamilton and tell him that we're going to have to spank the little tiger cats. Oh, and the last thing was Olivia Gondak. It says that I wanted to eat her pussy. Olivia Gondak. I've never said that in my life to her. I would never do that.
What?
I'm happily married. I've got more than enough to eat at home. Thank you very much.
Wow.
A mayor saying that shit. That's funny. That's fucking funny. That's pretty good.
I got more than enough to eat at home. That's good. That tickles me.
Yeah, he's also the one who's smoking crack on video.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And I guess he's dancing or something. I don't know.
What's his name? Rob Ford?
Yes.
Toronto mayor.
Oh my god. That's embarrassing.
Oh, look, he's cutting a rug.
Well,
Damn,
he's on
got
crack.
the moves.
He's doing fine.
He's got the moves. He's got the beat.
Back in May. And you can repeat that question.
The question we asked you back in May?
You asked me a couple questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine. But no, do I? Am I at it? No.
When have you?
Have I tried it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors.
Probably.
Breaking news here, Rob Ford is going to rehab after a Canadian newspaper obtained another video of the Toronto mayor allegedly smoking some kind of drugs. Here's what the Globe and Mail reports tonight. Quote, a second video of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford smoking what has been described as crack cocaine by a self-professed
Crack cocaine.
was secretly filmed in his sister's basement early Saturday morning.
I do cocaine.
The Globe and Mail reporter shows Mr. Ford taking a drag from a long copper-colored pipe, exhaling a cloud of smoke, his right arm convulsing. The footage is part of the package of 3 videos that the dealer said was surreptitiously filmed around 1:15 a.m. in which he says he's now selling for at least 6 figures. Mr. Ford declined to answer questions from the Globe and Mail less than an hour after
selling the video for 6 figures.
However, here's the news. His lawyer, Dennis Morris, announced that Mr. Ford is planning to take a break from the mayoral election.
Mayor is holding a pipe that is consistent with crack.
There's the video snapshot. That's crazy. Can you imagine if a mayor was going through all this shit here? First of all, it just wouldn't even happen. They would bury it so fucking fast. Because it has to. There's how many mayors in America? Guarantee you one of them's out there somewhere smoking some crack. It has to be.
This just comes with the territory. If you're a mayor, you smoke some crack here and there.
No, it's just a big enough sample of the population, you know? That's all.
You could just smoke a cigar.
Wow. $1,200 a month for donating some sperm.
They wouldn't want mine.
$1,200 a month. I wonder how realistic that is.
You would probably be raw if you donated.
I mean, wasn't it like
much.
a minimum or like a maximum of once a day or something?
I don't know. I have never looked into it, honestly. One thing I have seen is I get over in China or Japan, over there somewhere, they have machines that collect your sperm from you.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen
That's
this?
ridiculous.
Yes.
Let me read this off to you real quick.
Okay.
Do you have what it takes to become a CCB sperm donor?
Who is CCB?
California Cryobank.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Do I have what it takes?
You must be 5'9" or taller.
What? Weird. They're actually going to Wow.
Yeah, how weird is that, right? They want to know how tall you are. And if you're shorter than 5'9", we don't want your sperm.
That's interesting. I wonder why, what they have to say about that. I guess that's a typical...
19 to 38.
Okay,
That makes more
So
sense.
I'm good so
There's
far.
genetic reasons for that.
2 out of 2.
I mean, the height thing, though, why is it 5'9" and not 5'8"? What happens when you're 5'8"? Does that make you...
Short?
And are there
I
people
don't
who
know.
want
Is
this
that what
money
it
so
is?
bad that they're, like, trying to, like, you know, stand all the way up or stuff something in their shoes? Or
their legs broken and the rods, you know how they do
Yeah,
the
they get the-
stretching, their
you know, that shit
bone
put in.
stretchers.
Well, how much jerking would you have to do to pay off that surgery until you started going green, you know, getting into the green on the profit?
I don't know. Well, okay,
probably not worth
2
it.
for 2, I'm good.
Okay. Graduated from or enrolled in a 4-year university.
Well, I'm sorry, I haven't done that.
Yeah.
So,
So you have to have graduated from a 4-year or
enrolled.
in
I can
one.
go and enroll.
You could.
Doesn't
You
mean
could
I
easily
have
go
to do a damn thing. But
Exactly. You don't have to even show up. You just have to enroll.
Yeah, okay.
And you must be quote unquote healthy. So they probably have some screening process and a whole laundry list of things in there that
Yes.
maybe they even take a sample of your DNA and, you know, run it through all those
I'm
things
sure
to find
they
out
do.
your likelihood for all these different things. And
Absolutely.
they probably dissect it every which way.
Yes. And then some.
Yeah. Because you can only imagine what they're selling this shit for.
That's true.
And especially if
I wonder
you
what the
add on
markup is.
Exactly, the markup. And then on top of that, they bundle in all the services, you know.
I
It's
don't know
probably
much about this. I don't know
quite a bit of
anybody that's
money.
ever done it. I don't know.
And you have to be legally allowed to work in the U.S.
That's just one way to work. That's funny.
I mean, most people are doing it anyway, so why not get paid if you fit
Yeah.
into all this? The only reason I can think of, and one of the reasons why I will never do it. Oh, cool.
Is what?
You want me to hide this? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Oh.
It's pause.
Oh, pause. Oh, gotcha. That was not nearly as good as the last one.
Why will you never donate? Because I would like to know this.
Okay.
Because you would feel bad ruining the gene pool.
Well, someone's got to be the comedian here. It's because those horror stories you hear.
About what?
When the files get opened up and when the kids get curious and then they start tracking the fucking donator down. The donor.
I am the donator.
God damn it. Yeah, I don't want to be tracked down. That's the whole point. Is it supposed to stay anonymous? Fuck you. I don't want to be your dad. I'm just trying to make some money.
Oh, what a cold-hearted son of a
Well,
bitch.
it's like when you're signing the thing to go do this, to go donate, nowhere in there does it say, so if you do this, you have to know that you're going to be tracked down at some point by someone who has nothing in common with you except for some DNA.
Nothing in common with you at all.
Except
it's
for
only your friggin' offspring.
You probably... You just completely bypass my exception to that. My exception means nothing to that.
Well, I'm
Nothing except for.
Oh, okay.
And you just throw that whole thing out the window like a politician.
Okay, except for, yeah.
Except for some DNA. Because otherwise, you have
But
no
just the fact you say
similar
nothing
influence.
in common, that's like the majority
What else
of
do you
in
have
common.
in common? Besides-
But it's just the way you say it.
Well,
It sounds
how would you put
really
it? The only
rash.
thing you have in common is DNA? Is that how you would phrase it?
I don't know if I would have even said what you said.
What would you have said? Asshole, what would you have said? I want to hear now. Go ahead, tell me.
I don't know. Finish your train
Mine's
of
so
thought.
hilarious, so yours has to be
Yeah, well, it
so brilliant and gleaming.
Brilliance is
Yes, well, go ahead then.
comes easily to other people. No, I finished your.
Well, that's it, though. I mean, you could grow up on opposite sides of the country, of the world. So really, there's nothing that you have to talk about except for your life. I mean, obviously that's a lot, but
So do you blame these people?
you
for
don't go
doing
there
it?
donating thinking you're ever going to be tracked down. It doesn't occur to you.
Yeah.
The whole point, it's supposed to stay anonymous, and then eventually someone goes, "Oh no, okay, we'll let you see, and you can go talk to this person."
And how does that happen?
I don't know. Fucking lawyers get involved, and then they pry at it for a while, and eventually they get their way.
I mean, because you know more about this than I do. So why do these people typically do it?
Why do the kids want to know?
Yeah. First off, do you blame them for doing it? You think it's something they shouldn't do?
If you want to know, you want to know. But that doesn't mean that the people who signed that confidentiality agreement at the donor's office,
They shouldn't feel obligated to.
they should never open it. It should be binding and done, and that's it. You never get to see it. You can want it as bad as you want. And in some cases, I've heard that they go to the donor and they say, "Would you like to?" They ask their permission.
Yeah. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
If at that point, if it's kept secret, if they act as an emissary, a go-between, that's a whole other thing. But my problem is when the donor has no choice in the matter. Next thing he knows, the recipient or the end result of the donation is standing on their doorstep saying,
end result
"Hi,
of
Dad."
the donation. I like how you put that.
I mean, it's a pretty scientific and medical process. And
Well,
it's
okay, why-
not like
Why do they do it? Do you
Why-
know? I mean,
why do
what
the
have
kids
you
wanna
read or
know?
heard? Yeah, why do they do that in the first? Is it just why? Because don't they usually? I mean, the parent.
I would guess that I would want to know.
Well, but the woman usually gets like a whole write up of all that, and so they know about
They know about
potential
But
diseases
a lot
or
of
any of
times you want to
that.
see them and you want to hear about their life. And the only way I can relate to it is trying to think about either one of my grandfathers, because both of them I never got to know. And for me, it bothers me. Obviously, there's no way I'm ever going to know because they're gone. But I never got a chance to know them. So I always feel like I want to know. I always want to ask them questions and sit down and listen to them talk. And, almost like you would a father. It's like,
Why?
it's very
What do you
similar
want to
that.
know?
Everything. I just want to hear them talk about their experiences, their life, and what it was like for them growing up.
And so, what
it
does
was-
that have to do with you, though?
Because that's where I came from.
So to me, that's why it's okay for these people to feel that way too. I mean,
It
they want to
is.
know where they came from, and because even
But
though
it's different. It's because it's not like the donator.
the donate,
It's not like he put it straight into the recipient. In which case, that's different. Right?
it is.
To me, absolutely. Because this person who's donating doesn't know if his stuff will ever get used. But really, they're doing it just for the money, and they're doing it under the pretense that they're never going to have to worry about anyone coming back and looking for things, whether it's answers or money or help or what the fuck ever. That's the whole understanding and the whole agreement. It's supposed to stay that way. And that's what they're thinking at the time. And then all of a sudden they get blindsided, and that doesn't seem right to me. Because, it sucks for the kid, but then the mother is also the one, in my mind, who should be responsible for that. The person who donated shouldn't have to deal with the fact that the mom wanted to, go to a sperm bank and use some random guy's stuff. If you want to have a kid that bad, maybe it sounds cold-hearted, but maybe you should find someone. I guess for some people, they'll feel like they'll never find anyone, or maybe they just don't have time, or they don't want to. But then why does that fall on the person who's given them the opportunity to do it at all? They're getting punished for helping someone out. It feels like they can't have a kid any other way.
Well, what about the lesbian community? Obviously, they're going to have a hard time if they
Yeah.
don't go to sperm banks.
I don't know. Of course, but there's times when I've heard stories that a lot of them will use like a friend or something, and they'll have them go donate, and then they'll do it all through the proper channels. It's not like they'll say, "Okay, I'm going to get real drunk, and you're going to put it in, and we're really good friends, so we're just going to figure out how to make this work," or with turkey baster or whatever. But no, yeah, they pick someone that they know, and they ask them, and then they donate for them, and then they use that stuff.
Why is that so much better?
Because that's a person who's agreeing that, you know, I will be in the child's life if you want me to be. I'll be here, you know, to answer questions, and I'll be here with you guys, and I'm not going to be a father, and they don't want them to be, because it's the two women, you know, and as far as I understand it, because obviously I don't have a great deal of experience or knowledge about it, but it seems like a better arrangement when you know the person, and the person on the other end agrees to the potential, if not the guarantee, of the kid coming and having questions and wanting to talk and meet you and take pictures with you or whatever, go to lunch with you. I don't know.
Fair enough. I can't argue that.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's about. I mean, I don't know. Do you have any lesbian friends
I
or
would,
friends of friends?
Yeah, in a way.
So,
Because
but if they came and asked you to donate your sperm, would you?
no.
Why not?
Because just for me, I feel that I would want to only have my kids be my kids. I wouldn't feel like I would be able to not be super involved with my kids, whether it was the person I was with or not.
I see. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I just feel like I would be connected and interested and, you know, concerned. I just feel like I would want to be involved, and it would be haunting me. Like if they moved, or if it was, you know, one of those situations where I couldn't, or they didn't want me to see them, that would probably be damn near, you know, like, you know, an ex-wife situation where they take your kids and custody and all that shit and keep them away from you. That it would be almost that bad. I would imagine. All I can do is try to picture what I would think.
No, see that, but then that's what makes it rough for me though too, is because if the tables are turned in this sperm bank situation, that's how the kids are feeling. You know,
But
they
again,
want to see
why does
their
that,
father.
why does that then fall on the father? It's the mother who actually went and used the stuff,
Yeah.
knowing what was, you know, probably going to happen to the kid, that they were going to want that, and that technically they shouldn't or wouldn't be able to ever find out who the father was or meet him, much less. But then it ends up falling on the father, because then all of a sudden they have to meet this kid who, you know, the courts say, oh well, you know, maybe the bank didn't have the proper paperwork, some loopholes involved, so, you know, they screwed the guys over by not having a kind of ironclad agreement or something. Who knows? You know what? If you get lawyers involved, what else would you imagine? That's probably the case, right? Is it if any lawyer is able to get that opened forcibly, that there's got to be some shitty paperwork involved, or
I'm just curious for the reasons why. You know, what would be so necessary that would even have to happen?
what do you mean? Oh, why they would overturn it?
No, why?
Why?
I mean, aside from the given that these kids might want to meet their biological father,
yeah.
is it because they want money, or is it because, you know, I just don't see how that can even be possible.
I'm sure with the number of you know, population that we have, the populace, that in some cases it's probably very medically relevant. The kid
But
may need,
don't they
may need a
have? But that's the whole
transplant
point.
and-
Like we just talked about, is they do all this fancy testing on your sperm and on you and everything else.
Yeah.
They have it all written up, and that's these women that come and browse through the bank.
Yeah.
Get to see all this, and they already have that information when it's all done. So why would there be any more reason to get any more when they already have it?
Well, what I think we're talking about is like in a donating situation for like a transplant, something like that, like a medical case where the kid needs bone marrow or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and maybe the dad is contacted, and maybe it's still kept confidential at that point, and he says, well, no, I don't want to donate any of my bone marrow or kidney or lung. Or
Okay,
whatever.
I can see that.
But then maybe the
happening,
lawyer
yeah.
goes to court and says, well, it doesn't matter that he doesn't want to or not. Maybe we should let this kid and mother or whatever go and talk to the
So it's considered just
technical
an
father
obligation
and-
just by the fact that you are biological father, that's what they consider?
I guess, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about laws is no matter how many laws you put into place, and no matter how you word things and arrange things and modify them over time to try to keep up with all the different situations out there, there's going to be scenarios where the law is unclear and there's no way to interpret anything to figure out exactly how to do it. And even if you do, it's probably not going to be right. I mean, if you're trying to go
depends on
from,
who you ask.
well,
what's
that's
right.
Yeah, because is it saving a life and like to hell with what the father says? The kid needs to live or not. I mean, because no, even parents who are with their kids don't have to donate, as far as I know. But of course they're going to.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's an interesting
This is a weird
situation.
tangent we've gone on.
And I don't think
we're way out from wherever we started. This all started with the whole sperm bank. Yeah. Well, qualifications.
What was it? $1,200 a month?
Yeah.
Potentially.
That's nothing to.
No.
That's nothing to shake a stick at.
Funny.
Yeah.
Shake a stick. The thing is I wonder how often that has to happen, how many, what the limitations are, and what, because that sounds like it's a lot, and that's got to depend on who you're donating to,
I don't know,
and how good you are. If they pay, do they pay more for better sperm?
I don't know. The qualifications they have, to me, makes it sound like they probably pay you all the same if you fit into that category. Maybe they even take donations. Yeah.
What do you want?
The same one. This is pretty good.
Okay, but you only have one left. Did I get the last one?
Yeah, that's my other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So.
The qualifications and
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take donations from people who don't fit into these qualifications. They're just not going to get paid nearly as much.
Ah.
That's what I'm thinking. I know you can donate if you're, maybe not at this bank, but I know that you can donate if you're over 39. I'm pretty damn sure of that. I don't know. It's a total guess. I would just imagine.
I wonder
But that's not the cutoff.
if
Everywhere.
sperm banks get full.
Probably not. If anything, they probably just expand and get another, cryo storage.
It's a very strange thing, but I can see how it would be useful for many people. But I've wondered about that. What are the different situations that you would need sperm bank sperm?
Huh?
What are the different situations where you would need sperm bank sperm?
What situations? Why a woman would go there?
Yeah.
Besides like a lesbian couple that doesn't.
Yeah, I mean that. Okay, that
or a woman who just feels like she's never going to meet anyone and she just wants to get it done. Like if she's in her 30s and it's like.
See, that brings. Okay, so that was my biggest one. That brings me to another
I have
question.
to keep turning to you, and I
thought.
feel like I'm not getting the sound levels, the volume I should be getting into the mic. We have to come up with a better solution. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We need a mirror.
Yeah, we could do a mirror up here.
Yeah.
Huh? Or I could try to turn this. I know it's going to sound like
don't
hell.
Don't look at me when you talk to me.
See,
Don't look at me when I'm talking to you.
I need to. That's just how we do things in the world.
The question I have on that is, I don't know if I like that.
What?
It kind of makes me wonder if it's a woman that she wants to have a baby.
Uh-huh.
Hell or high water, she's going to have a baby.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason she's not with somebody. And maybe there's a reason that she shouldn't be having a child.
Maybe.
I wonder about that. I would like to know.
I don't want to sound like an asshole here.
But you're
but
gonna.
Let's say I probably a lot of people probably won't like it, but it's an example, and yes, it's probably it's probably a shitty thing to say. If you're a woman who lives in San Francisco, San Francisco.
Yes.
I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. It's all,
Okay.
I have no problem with anyone.
Okay.
They can all do what they want.
Okay.
That's,
I have a problem with everyone, but
you do, especially me.
Yeah, especially. You're at the top of my list, pal.
But all I'm saying is that there's less potential
to choose from.
Yes, absolutely.
Then move.
Really?
Yes. No, not really. But
I mean, if I didn't meet anyone, would you go tell me to move away? Yes, because I fucking hate your
I
guts.
okay, you finished it. No, I don't think that you.
We've been through this before when I was single.
Yeah, but
Just
I,
on that,
and I
you wouldn't
think-
want me to move away to go find
That's
someone, and
true,
I was
and
down in the dumps, like, I'll never find anyone.
Yeah, and did you have to?
No, because I'm good looking.
Well, fuck. But that's the point, though. Is there's plenty of fish in the sea, whether you live in San Francisco or not. I'm sorry.
Well,
San Francisco is not full.
What about if you live
have
in China?
heterosexuals, and
If you lived in a country like China, but the population was reversed, they have what 30 or 50 or something million more men than women.
okay,
So that's how many
So,
men that don't
obviously
don't have a woman out there for them.
that's true.
So what if it was the other way? Then you'd have all these women, and you would have very few men.
But that's a whole other situation because they
Well,
have that's why they have
it's
the
just a
population
devil's
control in
advocate,
place and everything
hypothetical.
else too, is because there's a lot of people there.
You know.
It's not sustainable. So that it's apples and oranges here.
Well, sort of. All I'm getting at is there are reasons. And
But what
it
are the
sounds like you're
reasons?
saying that
because the first one is crap to me. I'm sorry. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You can find somebody no matter where you live.
what if you just don't like anyone? What if it's not about what if you always feel like
Then
you're settling?
maybe you have some mental problems that maybe you shouldn't pass on to your children.
Maybe.
And that's what I'm saying.
But
is
maybe it's not
there's
a mental
reason-
thing. Maybe you just don't have anyone that you I know someone who definitely deserves to be with someone who isn't with someone. Has had a lot of problems getting into the 30s. So what would this person do? Is there something wrong with this person? I mean, and that's just someone I know. So I can guarantee you. And also, I'm sorry, there's a lot of shithead guys out there. If I was a woman, I probably wouldn't want to pick anyone either.
Well, but that's the thing. See that, and the solution is right there in what you said. Is there's a lot of shithead guys. You're not a shithead guy. You can go out there and find someone easier by not being a shithead guy. You would think.
Yeah. But okay, I'm back on the situation.
And if you're a shithead
of the
guy,
women.
or a shithead woman, then again, maybe it's the nature's way of fucking population control and not ruining the
But
gene
what
pool.
happens when, in my example, and if nothing else for a hypothetical, it is a real situation. I'm not going to use any names, but this person definitely
Maybe the
deserves to
names
be
could
with
be
someone.
changed.
So this person should just find someone, no matter what. They should just keep looking until they find someone and keep waiting. Because the thing is, women do have a finite amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if you don't find someone in
But
that
how
amount
is
of
it
time?
supposed to be when they go and go to the sperm bank and find it, and they find their perfect Gattaca donor and have their kid, and then they find somebody afterwards?
Well, God, look at all the divorces all the separations that go on today. There's a lot of men and women who take their children into other marriages. It's almost more commonplace than not, isn't it?
But isn't that normally when it's like the Brady Bunch? When they already have kids of their own, each party has their own set of children or child, and
Yeah, but there's also, there's pretty much every combination. There's men without children who get with a woman who has children.
I guess part of my thing is I may be wrong. I'm assuming that when you have children, it's harder to find people to be with that don't have children. So what may take place is this
bit.
person's almost making it very difficult if they go into a sperm bank and have a child, and now they really won't find anybody. It'll make it that much harder to find somebody that wants to be with you when you're damaged goods, as a lot of people would say. I mean, it's a different story.
Again, I see it as much more accepted these days. That women wouldn't.
These nuts. Maybe it is, but you can't tell me it doesn't sway a little bit more.
Of course.
And that's all I'm
Sure.
saying. I mean, to me, it's like they're making it worse on themselves. And
Well, the thing is, maybe when they have this, at least the first kid off the bank, maybe they just stop looking. So it doesn't even matter. Right? Maybe they have some family and they kind of help raise it or babysit or whatever, and life's good, and they're totally happy. They don't feel the need to add anyone into the equation. They're not lonely. There's a lot of people that seem to be very happy by themselves.
You think this kid's happy? Do you think that might be why a lot of these kids do go searching for their sperm donor fathers?
I'm sure, especially if there's not a lot of family involved. If all the parents and grandparents don't exist, if it's just the mom and the kid, I'm sure they want more people in their life. You need people in your life.
They say it many times that you talk about not having fathers or not having mothers, typically not having fathers. How does that affect these kids?
Yeah.
Well, to me, that makes it kind of rough.
And I don't know. From what I've seen, I don't necessarily think it has to be a mother and father. I think children grow up fine with 2 dads or 2 moms. I don't think that's a big deal. Probably better in some cases. And like I said, I'm all for gay marriage, all the different types of marriages.
Okay.
Well, because there's a lot of different situations out there, right? There's women who become men, and then they either pick a woman or a man, and sometimes they're transgendered, and then they decide to go with someone who is what they started as. And that's kind of strange. But
strange is a word for it, yes.
Well, it's just strange because we can't relate to it, I think.
So be it. But I think that goes beyond
I'll
my
never
relation.
understand it, but that doesn't mean that I can't accept it. If they want it, it doesn't bother me. It nothing to affect me, and I think it's swell.
Okay, fair enough. I go back to it, and I still believe that. I think there's a reason. If somebody has to go to a sperm bank, I think there's
okay. What about if a loving man and woman are married or whatever, a married couple, let's say, or even just a couple, they want to have a kid,
and he's shooting blanks.
One of them can't exactly.
That one I can see. If see what I don't
should
like.
Should she have to divorce him? No. Should she have to go?
No, absolutely.
Get
that
knocked
one
up
I can
by
absolutely.
A neighbor or a friend? No.
That one makes perfect sense. That one's okay to me because there is a good home waiting.
So that
it's not a single mother. It's not a. You know what I mean? There's more. That one's a whole different story.
Yeah, but at the same time, adoption agencies do adopt to single parents in some cases. So.
And you know what? I don't know shit about it on that one, so I can't. I have certain opinions.
But it's kind of the same idea. It's like if you could be a single parent with going to a sperm bank, why shouldn't you be able to? If you can do one, you should be able to do the
Absolutely.
other.
I don't know whether I agree with it though. Either way.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I think psychologically it might be better to have 2 parents.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And people may argue if you're...
But if 2 is better than 1, then maybe 3 is better. Maybe we should all have 3 parents. Be more like the Mormons.
Maybe. Who knows?
So you still haven't watched anything on Vice, have you?
No.
No? Besides what I showed you?
No.
Vice.
City.
Pretty cool.
GTA.
Miami. Vice.
Yes, Miami Vice. Yeah.
Vice Grip. Anyway, the... Vice thing on HBO is pretty cool. I'm liking it. And one of the ones that I saw...
Who the fuck is Vice?
What is it?
Yeah. I mean, who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm
glad. Yeah, food for thought.
Well,
so what about it?
I don't know. I forgot now.
Yeah. Apparently you never knew.
No, because I told you about the North Korean one and how weird that was with Dennis Rodman and the Globetrotters and.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Strange.
Dennis Rodman's strange.
Yeah. Well, he was sitting right next to Kim Jong-un. Like his best friend, sitting right next to him. And I guess he's been invited back to the country multiple times, and he keeps going back to hang out with them. He's like our ambassador to North Korea.
That's very strange.
Yes.
That would be a good person to choose to be an ambassador. Yes.
Well, this guy loves basketball. It's like the North Koreans' favorite sport of all time. Damn it, there was a...
I didn't know that.
There's something on Vice that I needed to tell you. I thought it was really, really interesting.
Apparently it wasn't interesting enough.
No. Just as soon as you asked me, I completely lost it.
No, so it's my
vice,
fault now.
what vice means?
It's my
if
fault.
I can make it your fault, I'm going to.
Yeah, well, you can try.
What does vice mean? Immoral or wicked behavior. There you go.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant, who the fuck are vice? Who is this? I know what
You were
vice
asking
means.
me what it was.
No. I know what vice means. I meant, who are this? Is it a production company? Is it a
Vice.com.
okay?
It's
what is it?
they're trying to be like a broadcasting company, I guess. You know, in the way of the new media not being on.
Oh, okay. I was just curious what that had to do with anything.
Well, it's what the show's called for one thing.
Vice. Good lord.
Mm-hmm. Crybaby
I
of the
have
week.
plenty of vices.
Yeah. You have lots of immoral behaviors.
Yes. Virtue is not for me.
There's a lot of strange fucking people in the world.
Yeah. Me included.
There's some of your friends right there.
Drunken British tourists are ruining Greek vacation spots. Well, they might ruin my vacation spot. They don't look like my kind of partying people.
Oh, you'd like them.
I don't know. I might laugh at them. All of them. So
Oh,
is there
shit,
anything
are we done for the
new?
day or what then?
No. Is there anything new?
New?
Yeah.
Like what?
I want you to tell me some stories.
You want me to tell you some stories. About what?
I don't know. I want
About my
you to-
poops?
No. I've already heard it's an old story. I need new stories.
Well, what do you want to hear?
I don't know. It's up to you. You're the one telling it. There's a poop. There's only one.
It's just the one.
Yes. No one's getting into the spirit here.
Not
You know,
yet.
the poop
We'll get
spirits.
there. We'll get there. What?
I don't give it.
Dead air.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. So you're not feeling good. You ate some bad food.
Yeah, I did. It doesn't feel good. Maybe that's why I'm not as talkative. Talc.
Is it still not doing very well for
Talcum
you?
powder. Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot even as we speak. But hey,
Would it offend
Break
you
a leg.
if I looked at this I fucking love science article
what?
about lung capacity of a smoker versus non-smoker?
No,
Okay.
I don't give it.
If I bring up that you're a smoker, no big
It's
deal.
already a known thing.
Not to the people who are listening.
Oh, it is.
Gross.
Episode 2 or 3, it came out.
Oh. Oh, wow. Look at the difference. Oh. How many, like, cigarettes is that to the point where your lungs look that bad? That's fucking black on the outside.
That's very strange. So they're putting air in it?
Wow, look at how many loops have been played. Although I guess if a lot of people are just leaving it on, it's probably
Yeah.
throwing it off.
That's a whole big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Shit. If I hadn't quit, that would make me think twice. Just
Nah.
no.
Tastes good.
Yeah.
Feels good in my little
You
lungs.
and all the Indonesian children's.
Yes.
All them people. Oh, that's cool. It shows you how many people shared it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's neat. Oh, that's really
It
fucking
just warms
handy.
my
It
cockles.
even gives me the caption and everything right there. I just have to
Yeah,
click.
it's very nifty.
Just one click.
Fucking
The
spectacular.
power of something. What's this? The power of touch.
Oh, the power of touch.
Little baby. Interesting.
That's what I try to tell Kira, but she doesn't hear it.
Yeah, I bet.
The power of touch. Just touch it. Just touch it one time. Touch it with your mouth.
Huh. The black lung lie.
The black lung lie.
That's a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast, quickly.
Black
fast.
lung lie. Black lung lie. Fatal lung cancer.
So where does it come from? Coal miners get it.
Yes, the black lung.
Black lung.
Black lungs lie.
But they're saying like the ones that they show on cigarette packs, especially from what I've seen in Canada, those things look fucking crazy. The pictures they have there is it's gonna be like the worst of the worst. Oh, I forgot about that. We have one in the middle here at the 1 hour mark.
Well, now it's time.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
What's this black? So the bad lungs they show you on cigarette packs are actually black lungs. They just make it. They try to make it look worse than it actually is.
I think that's the point. Is that they're using them from different diseases and things,
rather than actually
just to overemphasize, to exaggerate.
Well, I think that's horseshit.
Yeah, but you know what?
No, I don't know what. I bet you're going to tell me though.
Fuck you. I am going to tell you.
If it's bad,
it is
bad.
The fuck it just doesn't look as bad as it
is.
is. No, because if you looked at it, you go, oh, that doesn't look so bad. Meanwhile, it's fucking horrendous what it does to your body and the long-term damage that it really does. But it may not look as bad as somebody who's a coal miner or somebody who has some other crazy condition. So they use those just to overemphasize. I mean,
no, to fucking lie.
They're not lying because they're showing you bad lungs. Your lungs are going to be bad. But if they showed you lungs that still looked red, you'd be, well, who gives a fuck? But it's because on the inside it's worse. So they're never going to be able to show you.
Maybe they should show you the right pictures. Some bisected, whatever lungs to show you what it really is, rather than fucking. That just goes along with everything. It's you got more when it's all bullshit. That pisses me off. Whether it was smoking lungs or whether it's something else, if it's not, I don't understand why things can't just be left the fuck alone the way they are. If it's not fucking spectacular, then it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, because now everything has to be amazing, or really fucking bad, or you can't just leave it.
Figure 4. Where's figure 4? Is that figure 4?
I don't know. Figure 8s.
Anyway, I'm not going to read through all that shit right now.
Okay.
But I'm looking at the Vice page here on HBO Go.
Vice. Now that's all it's going to be about.
It reminded me of something.
What's that?
The
Indonesian children.
Well, that too.
Oh.
No, the Maldives.
What about them?
It's crazy.
Why?
There's like 2,000 islands out there.
Yeah. So.
And
what are you gonna do with them? You gonna buy one?
You should visit them. I mean,
can you buy one
while they're still here? Probably. Yeah.
Why they're still here? Why are they gonna go away? Where are they going? Are they sinking?
Global warming.
Oh, so there's good old fucking global warming's doing it to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Greenland's melting.
It is.
At an alarming rate. Yes. And now.
So it's not Greenland, it's green ice, I guess.
No, it looks kind of shitty underneath, actually. It's all kind of grayish, brownish. And there's nothing there, obviously, because it was all fucking ice, but it's going to be a lot of land someday when all the ice is gone. But it's raising the water levels, and the I guess now ex-president is talking about abandoning the country, abandoning the islands, because I think what they were saying is that the highest point is 8 feet above sea level. So anywhere on the island, you're no higher than 8 feet above the sea level. So it wouldn't take much for all that to come in and wash over your whole fucking island. It's like they're calling it like the tipping point, or the
I have a question.
The best example, what everyone should look at to see what's going to happen to them.
I have a question on that one. When they measure above sea level, do they do it? Maybe I'm stupid for not knowing this, but do they do it at low tide or at high tide, or
It's probably an average or something.
I didn't ask for your bullshit. So you don't know.
What do you think they would do?
I don't know. That's why I'm curious. Is it based? Because the thing is the whole point is if it's 8 feet above sea level, maybe at high tide the whole fucking thing's gone. But maybe not. That's why I'm curious about that. Because I might go buy me a fucking island.
How is it measured? How stuff works? How do they measure sea level? Is that what you want to know?
I guess. Maybe you can find in there what my real question is.
It's hard to pin down.
You should learn to speed read. I'm losing interest already.
Why don't you pull up a fucking seat?
No.
We'll split a mic and we can both read this.
No.
Okay.
No. You're splitting hairs now.
Fuck you.
Okay. Just find me the answer. That's all. Please find me the answer so I can know
Tide
this.
gauges.
Tide gauges?
Yes.
What the hell does that have to do with laundry detergent?
Hole below the water line.
It's not funny. Shut up. Oh, my. Okay, so apparently
They do the best.
may never know.
Here's the bottom line, I guess. Scientists do the best they can using extremely long time spans to try to figure out what the sea level is, and they use all these different points, and it's only supposed to rise 2 millimeters per year. Seems to be the general consensus.
Oh my god. So we're all gonna fucking die.
Eventually,
2 millimeters. 2 millimeters.
Have you seen what Venice looks like now as opposed to what it used to look like 10, 15, 20 years ago?
No, I guess I haven't.
It's starting to go underwater.
At 2 millimeters a year?
Yeah.
In 10 or 15 years, 2 millimeters? A millimeter?
Well, I guess it makes a big difference. And that's just the average anyway. So
Okay, if it was 20 fucking millimeters. That's a millimeter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't either.
Well,
I don't think
why
anybody
we're-
fucking knows. I think it's all just they say what they got to say to sound good. It's a millimeter.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep saying I don't know until we move on.
Okay. I'm going to keep saying okay until we do.
You know what else is interesting is the amount of scrap that we seem to be shipping over to China.
Scrap what? Metal?
Yeah, mainly metal.
Or concrete? Or
Just shitloads of it. Just fucking shitloads.
so they can make shitty
things
so they can,
can-
and then sell it back to us?
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's basically
No,
what's happening,
I think
right?
they're using it more to build things
Guns.
that they keep. No.
Nuclear
No.
submarine.
They're using it more for buildings and machines that they're using
'Cause they
to
don't
power
have the raw material
their,
over there.
Yeah, to power their industry. It still boggles my fucking mind, though, how they're spending billions of dollars on these big skyscraper housing projects, you know, where you have a bunch of them on this one plot of land and it's supposed to be this one development. And the whole thing's fucking abandoned, basically, in the middle. And some of them are done, some of them aren't. And you have, like, 30 people living there when there should be over 1,000. And then these dudes are going to jail because they fucked everyone's investment by not building in a place where someone would actually, you know, where they'd actually be able to rent out most of them or sell most of them. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They just had that Field of Dreams mentality. If you build it, they will come, or some shit. They really did. They
Like
made
sperm
it seem like
banks?
they would show up.
Yeah.
People would just fucking live there because it's there.
But they don't.
Apparently not. It's crazy. Can you imagine doing that? Just building something out in the middle of nowhere and then hoping that people live there with no fucking idea if they really will.
I find that strange.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Things that make you go,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So.
It made me go,
There's just a lot of crazy shit going on, and I really do think that they're doing a good job of showing you what all these different places are like.
Vice?
It's very strange, yes.
Oh.
I'll see if I can cut to the spot on the video where they show what Venice looks like. I think I can get it.
I think somebody's left the fucking hose on too long.
Is that what? But apparently they only spend 100 days like that, where the water's, you know, at their just above their ankles or something like that. 100 days a year.
Why?
The
'Cause
rest
then
of them,
what?
it recedes enough that, you know, the land is dry enough again.
How the fuck does that happen?
The past decade was the hottest in recorded history.
I don't know.
Stalls which sell Venice t-shirts and stuff now sell.
See those platforms that they have?
Flooding in Venice.
There's a microphone in my way.
Well,
I can
you
see
shouldn't
it
be
a little
sitting
bit.
there.
Yeah, there we go.
Buongiorno.
See?
Andiento.
It's all in the fucking businesses and everything, and you figure if it's only that low, why wouldn't you be blocking it at your doorway? Building everything up so that you're still dry inside. And then they're walking on these platforms from building to building.
Everyone's just going about their business as this is
Crazy. That's your solution?
how many times
To just elevate everything a little bit more?
Everything's cool?
La piazza San Marco è interessata dall'acqua alta ormai circa un centinaio di giorni all'anno. L'effetto del
Global warming.
cambiamento globale
It's all about global warming.
happens to the United
And this is the Maldives president.
And we cannot be so short-sighted in this.
So if we don't do something to stop climate change, what happens?
We die.
Inland.
You die.
Yeah, well,
After the storm hit, we met with the deputy
Oh, it's New
mayor of
York. New York got pretty fucked up.
Daily here in the Maldives.
You would see
Yeah, this guy apparently he's
2012.
military coup 2012. And so now, or I don't know about now, but as of this documentary, he's spending his time on all these boats that stay just outside of all the islands so that he can keep coming in, gaining support, but stay away, you know, from where people can easily get to him to try to, you know, assassinate him or whatever. So he's not even like in an office or anything. He's out there trying to do everything from a boat. That's
Wow.
fucking crazy, huh?
It's interesting.
Yeah. The world is interesting.
And despite being continually under threat by the police and military, he's persisted in delivering his message of democracy and climate reform, traveling on a growing flotilla of fishing boats that sails from island to island, gaining public support.
I should have just left the video on.
environmental platform.
you know,
Yeah.
we are,
You don't say.
Yeah. Isn't that what you just said?
Mohammed Nasheed is the ex-president of the country, who's
Ex-president.
also called the Mandela of the Maldives due to his many stints of being imprisoned and tortured while campaigning for democracy in his country.
Crazy. And he keeps going, too. It's weird. Wouldn't you stop doing all that shit if you're getting tortured? Say, fuck off, then I'm out of here. Or do you stick to your guns? What do you think?
I don't know.
It's tough to say, isn't it?
It is.
You keep getting thrown in jail, and it seems like everyone's after you. What the fuck are you going to do? Gonna hang in there and keep trying to push for change and keep trying to solve these problems that how many people don't even agree with you that it's a problem? Or I think the main thing is that he's, you know, started when he started to say maybe we should abandon these islands, and everyone said what? I think that's the main thing. It's crazy.
I'm wondering where they would go
I
and what
know.
they would do.
I think they said that he was going to different countries and starting to ask them if they could have, you know, like a refugee type status, or if they could, you know, have a piece of India or a piece of, you know, one of these other places and move all their people into that spot.
I doubt that's going to work out. That doesn't sound like a.
I don't know.
Typical.
Maybe they can pay their way. You know, maybe they can buy a piece of land big enough for other people.
I don't know. They'll probably rent it. Lease it. They can lease it.
I don't know. I'm sure they would sell it to him for the right price. I mean, it's not like land hasn't been sold before on a large scale from country to country.
Yeah, for the right price. For like nothing. Or,
And you know, if they wanted to abandon those islands, you would damn well have people who would buy them. You'd have American people who go, fuck, I'll buy an island. Because there's how many people here that don't believe in climate change, so they'll say, fuck you, in a few years it'll be fine again, or I'll build it up, I'll make it work. You have 2,000 islands out there. How many of those could you sell? You'd make a fucking fortune.
I would buy one.
Especially the ones that, are highly populated and have all the buildings and it comes with all that shit. Sell one of those to someone. Yeah, I'd like to buy one of them, but you'd think that even the cheapest one would be way out of our range.
Yes.
Way out there.
I'd want to live there and make it like Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies?
Yes.
Just you and a bunch of boys running around?
Oh, you bastard. No, that's not what I meant, you son of a bitch.
That's what I thought you meant.
You would. Well, speaking of a bunch of little boys running around, I don't know. I didn't have anything to go with that. Never mind. Yeah, speaking of a bunch of little boys running around, I have kids at home I need to go see.
Okay.
So I think
all done
that the next podcast will be fancy. Or show, whatever.
Oh,
this isn't really
that was what I was going to talk about. The Mormon.
It's just a show. It's a program.
Yeah. The
We
Mormon
should
Lost
pass
Boys.
out programs to everyone so they know. What are you talking about?
The Mormon Lost Boys. We were talking
I
about
wish somebody would find them.
Huh?
Somebody should find them. What about the lost ones?
It's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Oh, so apparently you're going to make me look at this.
We just need another minute or two.
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay.
It's coming. So the thing is that they're out there in Utah in this one particular spot.
Utah, yes.
Utah. And they're being, it's a highly cult-like polygamist society.
Yeah.
And these are all the boys that are born from those situations, and all the dads say, "Hey, fuck off." The High Council says, "We don't need you," because they only want a couple guys. So it's just like the inner circle, and then shitloads of women, and they don't know where the fuck to go. They were raised in this shit. So then some of them are staying close to the community, hoping that they get brought back in at some point.
Wow. That sounds pretty chicken shit.
And other ones are like, fuck you. And then they leave and they're like, I can't believe it took me 2 or 3 years, but I said I finally figured out my place in the world, and fuck that bullshit.
Noise.
And yeah. When they turn around but then once they realize what things are really like, they hate the motherfuckers. But you have other ones who you can't reason with, and they want to hang in there and potentially get back. They're all about like re-entering that situation, and I'm sorry I did something wrong, and
it's
crazy
bunch.
It's fucking twisted. And this happens not very far from us. It's in Utah. In California, Utah. Yeah. The guy who runs this whole fucking thing has been in jail for a while, and he still calls all the shots.
In your teenage years, you will be tested.
He sounds like Applewhite.
Are you listening to the Gentile music? Then you don't have the Spirit of God. Are you watching the Gentile movies?
Warren Jeff.
He looks like a creep, and he fucking sounds like a fucking
Jeffs
creep.
is the pedophile, polygamous leader of the FLDS.
Yeah. One of the women was like, they're gonna say 11 or 12 or something like that.
30-year jail sentence for his 2011 conviction of
At least he got 130 years.
charges, including the sexual assault of his 12 and 15-year-old brides.
Whether it's directly or indirectly,
Wow.
you're still getting
What a
all the
fucking
marginal
scumbag.
Warren Jeffs.
Why won't they cut off his communication?
Yeah.
Is that like one of those rights that you have, those irrefutable rights as a person? No. You get your food, you get your bed, you get everything that you need to survive. But why are you able to get enough communication to run this whole fucking place from outside, from jail?
And most importantly, who his followers can marry. Because the number of wives a man has is the most crucial element of the fundamentalist Mormon.
Fucking nuts.
Jeffs himself is thought to have up to 78 wives.
78?
Having multiple wives is so important that only higher-ranking elders are allowed to start families. And that leaves the younger men in the community with a problem. Grade school math.
In order to practice polygamy, you have a guy with...
Grade school math is their problem. They don't know 2 plus 2.
He was only 18 when he was exiled from the church.
they want to get them out, so they kick them out for absolutely any reason. You know, you watch a movie, you talk to a girl, you listen to music, they kick you out. The nearest cities.
Can you imagine that?
St. George, Salt Lake.
It's impossible to
Lately,
imagine.
they're
It's
going
fucking
up to
crazy.
Oil refineries in North Dakota because the money's good up there.
And they go and grab women from all these places where the education sucks in the country and bring them back.
So there's a whole community of ex-FLDS kids that live here in Salt Lake now. They hang out together all the time. Some of them are getting together for some pizza and beer, and they invite
I'm just leaving the video on now. We're just watching it.
I'm pretty much amazed by this.
Yeah, there's one of them. He was born in there. He was born in there.
I peed out of it, that's all I knew.
I started when I was...
These ones, at least they moved
I
on.
felt so guilty. That's the worst part.
When you grow up in the vacuum,
Talk about jerking off, and it's like you're Amish in a way.
Like paying bills, using the internet, or even wearing bathing suits, are completely alien to them. These kids are shockingly unprepared for the most mundane of tasks in everyday life.
That's fucking sad.
Telling me if you don't stop texting or don't stop get by an internet for your phone, you're gonna have to be kicked out of the house. I called up Sam, my older brother, and he came and picked me up that night.
What was that first night like?
I guess some of them know well enough to say, "Get me the fuck out of here," and they leave.
What do I do?
How long does that last? How long does it take to feel like?
It took me, I'm going to say, 2.5, 3 years.
To feel just comfortable here.
It's weird.
That's fucked up shit.
Yeah, it
but
is.
at least it looks like they're banding together, you know, on the whole thing and helping each other out.
Yeah,
Which that's
it's
cool.
Never gonna get anywhere is a problem. It's really hard.
Yeah. Well.
Damn. Shitty.
I don't know.
Is what that is.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
All right.
Sad. But so this is the end.
Mm-hmm.
My only friend.
It's goodbye, but not goodbye, because we'll be back.
Yeah, the next show will be fancy.
Yeah. Travis will be feeling better.
Yeah.
We'll have a third mic here. We'll have our first guest, and we'll tear it up. We'll have a bunch of drinks. We'll get real high.
Oh,
play
yeah,
the
okay.
drums.
You do a bunch of sure.
Well, it's almost legal. Come on.
Almost, yeah. But
I think they don't even bust you anymore for possession, is what I've heard.
Well, you keep hearing.
Yeah, well, come on. What are they really gonna do to you for possession anyway? Little fine, little parking ticket.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay.
It's like you said, big fish, little fish.
Yeah, but when they've already have you, and that's a whole other thing.
Well,
when they've already have you, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I was going
you
to, but
heard
then
me correctly.
I was going to, but then I stopped.
Yeah. No, you didn't stop soon enough.
I did. I said they. Yeah. I could have just been
I knew
adding
exactly
to it.
what
I
you
could have
were
been saying
getting
something
to,
else.
You shit face.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think
we're
it's
all friends
nice
here.
to have a decent guest.
Yeah, and he won't be the last either, because we'll probably be getting
more listeners, hopefully.
No, guests. I'm saying, we'll have more guests anyway.
Yeah, most of
I'm
them
thinking at some
suck,
point we'll put
but-
some ads out or something like that, and anybody who feels like they want to,
Oh yeah,
will
we'll
come
see
in
what
and,
kind
and
of characters we have then.
No, but I mean, even from our circle of friends who feel like they
Fuck
want to.
'em. I don't have no friends.
We have to have some interesting people, though.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Or even just another person in here talking shit, like JP or something.
Maybe if you're lucky. Okay.
If I'm lucky.
Yes. Exactly.
We'll get people.
Yeah. I'll have my peeps call your peeps.
Alrighty.
All right, peeps.
Bye.
Goodbye.